What is going on, guys? Today I have another, Pokemon video, but it's not going to be a live. This is a video someone gave me on Twitter, basically just to do a little rundown, kind of analysis of the metagame as of now, which, that suggestion really interested me, just because I really like, the competitive side of Pokemon, and, you can only show so much competitive whatever through Showdown Lives, because, the ladder's not always, a super competitive or, a good representation of the metagame. So I wanted to just kind of talk about it for a little bit. As you can see here on your screen, well, I don't know, I haven't edited the video yet. I have the OU viability ranks open, so that's basically just for me to, really look at, the Pokemon. I don't really care about the viability ranks. I just need to, I just want to see all the Pokemon pictures, so, I don't miss any. So I guess I kind of scripted this out a little bit, just so it's stuff to talk to. I don't really, script, what I want to say or anything, but I guess first we can talk about offense, because offense is really, really good in Sun Moon. It's a lot better than it was in ORAS. I mean, in ORAS you could run bulky offense, which for those of you who remember, that was the kind of teams I used to run, like the Metagame team with Rotom, Jirachi, Landorus, Latios, Keldeo, Metagame, or another version of bulky offense I ran a lot, which was Breloom, Metagross, Heatran, Latios, Rotom. Wait, Metagross, Heatran, Tornadus, Latios, Rotom. What was the last one? Breloom? Wait, did I already say Breloom? Hold on. Breloom, Latios, Metagross. Alright, those are three. Heatran. Yo, I forgot. Alright, you get the point I'm trying to say, right? It's offense with some pivots. Okay, so that was a much stronger archetype back in or SOU. But in Sun Moon, you can actually get away with running a lot more just offensive based teams. Hyper offense in general is usable. But there's more offensive builds like frail or good Pokemon. It's more possible in Sun Moon, because in ORAS we didn't have access to a lot of frail beasts like Greninja. We had Alakazam, I guess, but that's not something you throw on every team either. A lot of your attackers needed a little bit of bulk to succeed back in that tier, so that's just how it was. But yeah, looking at this, I guess we can just talk about offense first of all. So the first thing I want to talk about is Ash Greninja, because some people seem to think that thing's broken, something is just amazing. I'm of the opinion that it's just a phenomenal Pokemon. I don't think it's broken. I will never see it gonna be broken. Pokemon that needs to kill something in its piss weak form to get into its destruction form. I mean, even then, it's still a very, very good Pokemon. It's a very solid mon. I enjoy it a lot. I really like using it. I love all Greninjas, honestly. Life Orb is also very, very strong as well. Because it can break through everything. It also gets access to spikes on Life Orb, which is very, very cool. And spikes, I just love spikes, because you run spikes on offense, then how is the team going to take on a Scarf, Tapu Lele partner and stuff like that? Offense in general is really, really strong because it got so many new tools. Another Pokemon I want to talk about is Metagross. Metagross, the Mega Buff is crazy, first of all, and Metagross is the number one thing that, benefits from that. It now just outspeeds everything because it comes in flexing 350 speed. It's really good in the metagame because it just hits everything super hard, besides Celesteela, and the rare Skarmory, which you'll never actually see. And it just hits so freaking hard, dude. It's frustrating to deal with. You can't go to stuff like Genesect. Meteor Mash does near half, and then they kill you with Hammer Arm. Simple resists, that they don't matter anymore, dude. Switching into Meteor Mash is just it's a complete chore, dude. Looking at the viability ranks, look how much stuff Metagross beats. Buzzwole is then headbutted, Charizard X, Earthquake, Extra Earthquake, Ferrothorn, if it's not Hammer Arm, can take you on. Garchomp gonna get Ice Punched, Greninja can't switch in, Hoopa can't switch in, Manaphy to Kyoto by Zen Headbutt, and the list goes on. As you can see, Scizor, that thing still does it, but Tapu Fini, for example, the bulk, one of the bulkiest mons, it gets crushed by Meteor Mash. I think it gets 2 or 3 KO'd, and you're not doing too much damage back unless you Nature's Madness, but you're gonna lose your Tapu Fini, which is a big deal. So yeah, like I said, it's very, very hard Pokemon to switch in. If you're just looking through the list, nothing really switches into its destruction coverage. It's stupid. It's good. Why are these two boys? Oh my, look how disgusting this is. B rank, all three just nasties right in a row. Come on. But back to what I was talking about. So the good thing about offense now is that it could still use the busted Landorus T as its number one pivot. Landorus T somehow it just increased in how good it was with the transition to Sun Moon from ORAS, which is kind of funny. I never thought that Pokemon would be better than it was in ORAS, and somehow it's literally it's so good. There's no reason literally not to use it, at least in my opinion. I think it's the best stealth rocker, and just it's a staple on every team. Obviously that's not true, but it just feels that way sometimes. Offense in general can totally benefit from having that pivot and that kind of thing. For other mons in this A+ rank, I mean, Magearna I like a lot. I like the Assault Vest pivot set. It's able to switch into a lot of stuff like Tapu Lele and Greninja and that kind of thing, which is really, really nice for offense, because most of the time, what is offense doing to switch into Tapu Lele? It's really, really hard. You can't even go into stuff like Heatran, because if you're offensive Heatran, you take 40 from Scarf Psychic, so it's that's not a switch in at all. But Magirin on the other hand can really, you know, mess with those sets thanks to Assault Vest. Hits like a truck anyway. Volt Switch is really nice. So you know, it gets like Volt Turn Initiative. It's a cool mod. I wasn't really convinced on it at first. Like I used the Shift Gear set a lot, but Magirin, I don't know. It's kind of been like falling out of popularity with me. I think it's still good and it's like definitely viable. I just don't like using it as much, but yeah. And then Tapu Koko is another thing on offense that's also just really good. One of my favorites. You know, I said it before. I'll say it again. I predicted this thing to become a beast. I love it. It's just a lot of fun in general. Yeah, I mean, it's cool because not a lot of teams can switch into electric type moves that are boosted by electric terrain. Not to mention it gets Volt Switch and U-Turn, which is my favorite set, because I don't see the need for Grass Knot. It only really hits Hippo and Gastrodon, and I just U-Turn on those into a threat of my own. And I like U-Turn because it stops any games with Marowak, you know, coming in and that kind of thing. So yeah, I mean, all in all, and it Oko's Hoop, I guess, but I mean, that's like a other thing. But yeah, that's pretty much some of the big goons on offense that I really like. I mean, offense in general, like I said, you can still run a lot of cool stuff like SD Garchomp, Devastating Drake. That's a 6 set. It can break through like Landorus T and that kind of thing, which is cool. Buzzwole's an interesting Pokemon. I'm not sure how I feel about it as of now. I do like it. I like the 3-attack Roost set. I like Choice Band, and I like what else do I like? I like Sub Punch a little bit. It's interesting. Charizard X is very good in my opinion too. This thing was okay in Aura SLU. I mean, it wasn't okay. It was good. It just required a lot of support, but it's sick in Sun Moon. I like it in there. Driller, I haven't given Driller too much usage. I've seen it once on Sand before, and it's like okay. I've tried Scarf, which is all right. Ferret, okay, that's we'll get to that when we get to that. Hoopa's good. Manaphy kind of fell off lately, honestly. I haven't really seen it being used too much. The Rain Dance Hydro Vortex set, it's interesting, and then I'll talk about Pheromosa and the others in a little bit. Oh, I mean, we'll get back to like the stuff that works on offense. Like, we'll get back to it. I'm just giving like, you know, the metagame, you know, analysis. So what else do we have? Oh yeah, I want to talk about potential bans or whatever, and things that are kind of like on the radar / people think are broken, all that good stuff. So I guess we'll start with like the first one, Pheromosa. Okay, I was guilty of assuming Pheromosa was broken at one point as well. It's like, because like when it first came out, I was like, lol, what are these fucking stats? Deoxys attack like came back and it's now gonna beat everything. But like, Pheromosa's not that good. Like it's good. Okay, it's good. Calling Pheromosa a bad Pokemon is incorrect. It's a good Pokemon. Like it's strong, it's fast. Okay, that's cool. But it's like, actually one of my friends told this to me. It's like if you put Pheromosa on say like a Volt Turn team. This is what he was telling me. Like I had Pheromosa on a Volt Turn team, right? So like, you know, you have like your Rotom and Lando, and then you Volt Turn to bring in your big hitters. He's like, I never felt like I wanted to bring in Pheromosa after I went for like a Volt Switch or U-Turn. I always felt like there was something else on my team I'd rather just bring in that did a better job. And that's like an interesting way to like put it. Pheromosa, it's a strong Pokemon, you know, it does the damage it needs to, but it can't kill a lot of shit in one hit, which is a problem. And it's just gonna die in return because it's frail. Alright, U-Turn without any Life Orb or attack investment doesn't hit hard. It's like 300 attack, that doesn't hit hard at all. It gets easily stopped by stuff like a Mungus and Venusaur for one. And the only set I really like is like Specs, which is a good set because it hits extremely hard and it's hard to switch into Specs Bug Buzz. Focus Buzz just misses, but I mean, yeah, like most of the time you're just gonna be clicking Bug Buzz. Because like, look, even if you look in like some of the, like a lot of stuff can't switch in, like Genesect, Lele, offensive stuff, Landorus T's gonna get murked. Magirin, I can't take Focus Blast well, neither can Metagross, that kind of thing. But like, the problem is it can't live any attack, which I guess I get it, Frailty. Okay, then why is Deoxys attack banned? Well, Deoxys attack had a better move pool. Deoxys attack was absolutely busted because it was way stronger as well. And Deoxys attack could use just a Life Orb and actually kill everything. Pheromosa, even with Specs, fails to kill something. Kill some things. Not to mention Tapu Fini is the highest fucking usage, and that thing walls it. And it's like, I don't know, it's a good mon, alright? It's a good mon. I just think, like, I also messed up in the beginning when I thought it was broken. And I mean, it's easy for everyone to think it was broken in the beginning because its stats compared to the rest of the metagame, it's like, lol, get rid of this thing. But now it's, I don't know, I've been convinced as of late that it's really not as bad. And it's a lot easier to deal with than I assumed. It's just, it's a good Pokemon. It's just like, I always think back to that reference, like what, like I put it on a Volt Turn team and like I had no, like, I just never felt like I wanted to bring that Pokemon in as opposed to other Pokemon. It's like, it's good. I like it. I like the offensive set, like the Specs. It's just like, I don't know. I just feel like there are other Pokemon that I like using a lot more than that thing, like Tapu Lele, for example, which I'll actually just like talk about now. Tapu Lele is crazy good. It's probably the best Pokemon in the metagame. I guess Genesect, but I mean, by the time this video goes up, it'll probably be January 6th, and Genesect is going to get banned probably in like 2 or 3 days when the voting goes up. Genesect suspect test ladder voting goes up in 2 days. I think you can still ladder. for like the next 1 day or 2 days. If you want to get requirements, you can like check Smogon for all that. But like, I'm pretty sure Genesect is gonna end up getting banned just because the overwhelming majority of people think it's broken. I am voting ban myself, but yeah. What was I trying to say? Yeah, Lele is probably the biggest threat in the metagame right now. It's stupid hard to deal with. Switch-ins are very few. Like, you can see, look at A rank. You can see in the A rank, you have 4 sturdy ass steals that are like they're. The reason some of these are so good is because they deal with Lele. Celesteela, for example, biggest Lele beater. Heatran, for example, it can't really beat Lele if it's offensive, but the Spadef set, you know, it can mess with Lele pretty badly. Magearna, fantastic Lele check. Metagross, you know, it can't switch into Shadow Ball or HP Fire, but it can come in Psychic, Pursuit, do all that stuff. It's like, that's another thing, steals are so good. They deal with Tapu Lele, which just destroys the game. Scarf Lele is stupid. The other good set is Twisted Spoon, Tapu Lele, with Taunt 3 attack, Psyshock, Moonblast, HP Fire, or Calm Mind 3 attack with the same moves. I like Taunt a little bit more because I don't really see myself ever really setting up, because you just get scared out pretty easily because it's not that fast. But it's like, it's just a really frustrating one to deal with, honestly. A lot of offense can't really switch into stuff unless you have Ferrothorn. Like Charizard, Buzzwole, Manaphy, all these Hoop, all these, they get hit too hard. Because the Psychic boost is just dumb. Like, I remember Specs Lele 2 at KO Scissor with Psychic once, and I was like, what is this? Like, I haven't seen Specs in a while, but Specs is still obviously horribly impossible to beat. I guess Jirachi can beat it, which is cool. That is cool. I mean, Shadow Ball probably does like 35, but like, you can Wish, Protect, and all that shit. But like, yeah, it's a tough mon to deal with. It's very fun to use, but it's also kind of mindless, which is kind of frustrating at times. But I don't think it's broken, not yet. We'll have to see where the metagame takes it, but as of now, I'm under the firm belief that it's not broken. We have ways to go before we can call it broken. And now let's talk about Genesect, because, you know, everyone thinks that's broken, myself included, and it's probably gonna get banned soon. Yeah, so Genesect's just broken because it can use like every move ever, and it's so strong, and like, people like are like, oh well, in theory it can't kill every mon, so you know it shouldn't be banned because, you know, like, Heatran walls. Okay, what? Like, okay, what does that mean? Like, it doesn't matter. This thing is obviously stupidly broken. Like, okay, Jirachi World Tornadus T. Okay, that's hold on. I'm not gonna talk about Black White. Whatever. That was dumb. All right, Landorus Eye. Okay, well, Tornadus and Megaladias and Cresselia Wall Landorus Eye, but like, okay, you don't see them being like, see what I mean? And Landorus Eye is better than Genesect for one. But Genesect is stupid. Okay, it's just a dumb Pokemon. It has no place in the metagame. A Pokemon that can actually kill everything by itself, it just has no place in the metagame. The hardest set to beat with this is the U-Turn, Ice Beam, Thunderbolt set. It just kills everything. I run HP Ground as my third move for Heatran, but like, even that, it doesn't matter. You can run Flamethrower or something too. It just kills everything. Life Orb mixed is a complete bitch. That thing is unbeatable. Alright, Flamethrower, wait, it's like T-Bolt, Iron Head, and then you can run HP Ground, and then Flamethrower, I think, is the last slot, or you can run like Ice Beam or whatever. It doesn't matter. That set just kills everything. +1 Life Orb, even unstab moves are so stupidly strong. For example, +1 Life Orb Flamethrower just OHKOs Tapu Koko. Like, it's not super effective or anything. It just dies though. It's stupidly hard to switch into. You don't even need Ice Beam because Landorus T takes like 70 or something from Flamethrower. It's stupid. That mon is dumb. That mon is dumb, and I hate it. It breaks the game completely. And it's like, at first I was like, yo, just keep it, it's more fun. But then I was like, wait a minute, no, like, it actually ruins the game. It kills everything. It's impossible to switch into. It's like, yeah, okay, maybe it has like a soft check here and there, but it's obviously it's way too much of a problem to just ignore and say, you know what, let's just keep it in the tier for a little bit more. So I think with the suspect test, we'll see what the results of that are. I'm very convinced that it's just going to end up getting banned, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people are just tired of that Pokemon, myself included. But that's pretty much the talk for offense and potential potential bans. I guess we can talk about Megas a little bit, like the Mega buff. Again, like I said, Metagross, very, very good because of that boost. Other Megas that I have been seeing, Charizard X, I like using him. It's fun because, as you can see, DD pretty much cleans through a lot of stuff, like Excadrill, Excadrill, all these Pokemon below I just kind of give smash. Besides Tapu Fini, I guess you could run Thunder Punch or something if you really cared about that thing, but I mean, I wouldn't. But Scizor, still a good Mega because, you know, the defensive capabilities are really, really nice, and it deals with Metagross, which is still stupid to deal with. It can beat Magearna if it's not HP Fire. It can sort of switch into Lele like once or twice if they don't HP Fire you ever. So yeah, it's still a cool mon. I enjoy it a lot. And it's also good at sweeping teams. Heatran usage, even though Heatran's A+, as you can see, hasn't been super high, I think it's still good at sweeping teams. I like it. And you can also run Knockoff now for Marowak and that kind of thing. It's a cool mon. I'm a big fan of Heatran as of late. I mean, as of Scizor as of late. Alakazam Mega, I haven't used him yet. I used him like once in the beginning of Sun Moon, but I haven't seen him yet since then. It's still a good Pokemon. It's just like, I guess people have been trying out different toys to where they don't want to use Alakazam. Omega Charizard Y, Beastmon, dude, sick. It's so good. I'm yet to build a team with it, but I've seen it in action. It's so good, dude. Like, it kills everything. It works similar to Oras, but it's just better now. It's cool. Mega Pinsir, yeah, it got hit with a nerf. For those of you who don't know, Aerialate is now 1.2 instead of 1.3. Even then, it's still good. I've enjoyed using it, but like, it can't kill some stuff, which is just so. At +2, you still don't. You do like 60 to Latios, and it's like, what the fuck? It's still a good Pokemon, but like, the nerf sucks, but it's still good. I like it. Mega Sableye, this needs no introduction, so just gay. Mega Gyarados, haven't really used him much. Sharpedo, I actually did use Sharpedo on an offense team I was given, and that thing is pretty cool. It's better than you'd expect. So yeah, there's like just a quick little note on Megas, I guess. Let's keep going. So we have, oh yeah, Z moves, Shots Mr. Jambed. So let's think about these. Okay, Z moves in general are just kind of busted. Honestly, I think they're stupid. I'm not gonna say they need to be banned. Like, they're a component of the game. You can't just remove them. But they are really, really dumb and hard to deal with and surprising. And it's just, oh my god, there are some cool ones too that people have just not been thinking about. You got to think outside the box. But anyway, I guess we can talk about a couple that work. Landorus T, for example, makes the best use of it. Rocky MZ gives you Continental Crush, 180 base power rock move, or Supersonic Sky Strike, which gives you I think it's 175 base power flying type move. Yeah, I prefer the SD Rocky Continental Crush because that can Oko Skarmory and it can just kill everything. Like, I know Supersonic Sky Strike is cool, but I don't like being walled by Skarmory, which is a big issue to me. So I'd rather just have Stone Edge. And Fly in general, once you use up the thing, Fly is easy to exploit, and I don't really like that. So there's that. Continental Crusher is just, it's nice. Landorus T, yeah, it kills everything with the Z move. Double Dance Landorus T has no counters. Like, it doesn't. I guess you can go into your own Landorus T, but that thing takes like 75 from +1 Continental Crush. So if you just whittle that thing down a little bit, you're good to go. Another cool thing is Landorus T can't get knocked off, which is just kind of cool, I guess. That's a cool thing about Z moves. You can't get knocked off, so you don't take that big hit. But yeah, that's like the biggest Z move to me. Other options, yeah, we have Garchomp with Devastating Drake, Manaphy, the Rain Dance Hydro Vortex. People have been sleeping. I don't know. That set is still very, very good in my opinion, but people have just not been caring about it. They're like, I haven't seen that thing sweep a team since like week 1, but it's still like good. Like, it can still do a lot of work. Tail Glow, you get the +1 speed, and you still sweep pretty easily. I don't know. I like it a lot still. I haven't been giving it too much usage, but in theory, I think it still sounds good. Like, whatever. Tapu Bulu, SD Fighty MZ is a cool set you can run to just destroy Skarmories and stuff with superpower. I like that set a lot. What else do we have here? I was looking through. Tornadus T, I've only seen it use one Z move, which is Z move Grass Knot, which is 160 base power grass move versus Rotom, which is cool, but seems more like a gimmick if anything. Gyarados in general I've seen with Supersonic Sky Strike. That's cool. That's really cool. Alright, that thing is sick. I'm a big fan of that. Big supporter. I use Thundurus with Fly, Supersonic Sky Strike. It's trash. I use Salamence with Supersonic Sky Strike. That thing is really, really good as well. Really big fan of that. Kyurem B gets, oh, you can't even see on your screen. Kyurem B gets Icium Z, which is Sub-Zero Slammer with Free Shock, which will always kill a Pokemon basically, which is cool. I tried Volcarona with the Z move with Bug Buzz. I used it for the Bug ZMZ for Bug Buzz, and I used Infernal Overdrive, which is the fire version. I think they're like okay. I don't know how I feel about it. Dragonite, same thing as Mence. You run Supersonic Sky Strike. It's good in my opinion. And that's just a couple of them. I mean, Porygon has its thing, but I haven't used Porygon once before. What else? I'm probably missing a big one. Let me look back. Am I missing a big one? Maybe. But yeah, like Z moves, there's not that much needs to be said. The biggest ones are probably Landorus. That's the hardest to deal with concerning Z moves. It's really dumb. But yeah, I mean, Mimikyu can use that never-ending nightmare shit and all that, but like, yeah, that's about it. That's all I gotta really say for Z moves. Let's just move on. Hold on, let me recenter this. Okay, so oh shit. Okay, now let's talk about support Pokemon, because I've been talking a lot about offense, just offensive stuff in general, like Z moves and the bans. So for support, I think Tapu Fini might be the best support mon in the metagame, just because of its good typing and the fact that it gives defog, which is really nice. It's really bulky, which is cool. It's fast, or at least it's fast enough. 85 base speed, solid. Honestly, it's solid. When you get it in conjunction with Taunt and Nature's Madness, which are able to piss off like every Pokemon ever. It's one of the few counters that really just destroys Ash Greninja. It's very hard for Ash Greninja to even think about breaking through this thing if you run even a little bit of Spadef. It already comes in swinging with 130 base Spadef, and if Greninja isn't evolved, it's not hitting hard to begin with. And Greninja's not evolving when you have this thing. Or I'm not trying to say evolving, I guess like form changing, but you know, it just walls a shit ton. Buzzwole, for example, gets walled, Charizard gets walled, Excadrill gets checked, Garchomp gets checked. Hoopa, I don't say that because it's just gonna get Side Shocked. I mean, you can Moonblast still. It destroys Pheromosa unless they poison jab you. Deals with Ashgran, deals with Heatran. It can whittle Magearna, that kind of thing. It's just a good pivot in general. It can take at least 2 hits from a lot of Pokemon, which is really solid because you can always Nature's Madness, and you can almost sort of play it offensively, in the fact that like you can let it take the hits and get low, but you can trade with other Pokemon with Nature's Madness and that kind of thing, which is just really, really fun. I really like that mon. Yeah, I hated Feeny at first. I was like, this is such a stupid mon, it's not even good. But I've been convinced as of late that it's just a very, very solid Pokemon. Defog is invaluable. Taunt, Nature's Madness can just annoy so many fatter mons. It's cool. And the typing is so good. Water Fairy, oh my god. It's like, I'm so happy they gave us a good defogger that's not Latios, because Latios sucks at defogging. Other support mons we got are Rotom Wash. Rotom Wash is good. I've always been a fan of that thing. It was a beast in Aura SOU, and it's still solid now. It still does what it did in Aura SOU. It wisps everything, it volt switches out, and it checks literally everything. It's a good mon. Big fan of it. Not really much new to say. Like, you guys know what it did in Aura SOU. It does it again. It wisps, it volts. I mean, I guess it got nerfed a little bit because Wisp doesn't do as much, but like, Wisp was never to whittle stuff. Oh, talking about Wisp, something interesting. And Mew is like ass now. Mew was so good because it could solo everything with Taunt Wisp, but now it can't because Wisp doesn't do anything. Even then, Sableye has also risen like anything, so there's that. But like, Anger Ninja and Hoopa, I guess. But like, Mew is like not good. I want to see that thing, like, I don't know. I don't think it's that good. We'll see. Yeah. Another support mod, Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn and Landorus T are obviously very big ones. Ferrothorn I love at the moment because it can get up dual hazards and spikes, and it's really, really good, and it checks so much. Looking at it, like, you can see it checks a lot of shit. Ash Greninja gets checked, Tapu Lele gets checked if they don't HP Fire. Landorus T gets checked, Magearna, Metagross, Coco, all of them get checked. Leech Seed is nice, it can deal with Specs, Ash Greninja, like we said. Hazards are really, really nice as well. I love being able to use Stealth Rock and Spikes and just, use it. I only really use Ferrothorn on like offense or bulky offense, but yeah, really good mon. Big fan of that thing. I mean, I don't really have much more to say. It's just bulky offense, right? And then I want to talk about a couple of things, just random good stuff that I've pretty much found. One thing I found that's not even on this list is Primarina. Okay, I know people think that thing's bad and it's like not good, but it's like it's okay. Its stats are solid. First of all, let me bring those up actually. Hold on. All right, here we are. So as you can see, 80 HP, 74 defense is, it's workable. It's not good, but it's not awful. 126 special attack, which is high as shit. It hits like 386 with Modest because you don't need speed. And 116 Spadef is really, really good. It's an awesome Pokemon. Like, I was using Specs Hydro Pump and it was just killing everything. It gets access to Moonblast. So Hydro Pump, Moonblast is, fire, like, it's good. You use HP Fire then and Moonblast as your, and Psychic as your last 2 coverage options basically to hit Ferrothorn and Toxapex respectively. I guess Venusaur too. But it's just really, really strong. You can just throw out Specs Hydro and it does a lot. I went for a Specs Hydro, it did half to a Keldeo. Like, this thing is sick. I don't know. I think people like, you can innovate still in this metagame, and I know this thing isn't. It's by no means any top tier threat. And even the offensive set gets competition from other offensive water types like Greninja and even Calm Mind, Tapu Fini. But it's cool. It's a good mon. I think people should give it a try. It's fun. If you like hitting hard, you can make a good team around it. Yeah, I like it. It's cool. Okay, other discussion mons. Let me think. What was it? Oh, Marowak. Let's scroll down to him. Where is he at? Where that boy at? He should be an A. Yeah, okay. Marowak right there. This mon's sick. Because it's so anti-meta and it like walls a shit ton. Walls Charizard X. Charizard Y. Walls Magnezone, for example. Walls Venusaur. Walls it doesn't wall Bulu. Bulu blows that thing back with a wood hammer. It can check Bulu. It beats Scizor, beats Pheromosa, beats Ferrothorn. It can deal with Tran if they don't have Earth Power. It can deal with Magearna. It can't deal with Metagross. You get blown back by Earth quicker than Headbutt. Deals with Tapu Koko. Its typing is so raw. Like, I love it. Another thing is that it hits really strong and it can beat Stall because the trio cannot trap it. And that's huge because you can Shadow Bone, you can Flare Blitz, and not Flare Blitz, you Shadow Bone and just kill everything. Shadow Bone is automatically a busted move because it's non-contact, so Landorus T can't check you, and it just hits everything hard. Like, I've tried going into my Rotom on a Shadow Bone and it does like 75%. So it's like, what have I done? Like, what have I done? It's sick, mon. It's a sick mon. I like it a lot. Let's see though. What else was it? Oh, Zygarde 10% is sick because its move is broken. It got banned from VGC. because I think it's too broken. But it's good because, you know, you just spam that move. And unless you have like a 10 growth, it's probably going to collect some kills because, you know, with choice band, you hit 448 attack, which is quite solid. And on top of that, it's like, what was I trying to say? On top of that, like, your speed is really high, 115. The only really good checks I found of this thing are like Lander's T, which only takes like 24 from Land's Wrath. I think that's the move after the what? Oh, after the Intimidate drop. But I mean, it's whatever. It's still a good mon. I like it a lot. It's a lot of fun to use, and it has like a carefree move. I literally never click any move besides. I've clicked Outrage once to just Oko Immense in front of me, but like, yeah, even that Outrage is also stupid strong, obviously, because it's coming off like 448 attack. Like I said, it's a good mon. Give it a try. And then Zygarde regular is still busted. All right, people be sleeping. That thing is still broken. It's legitimately broken. I don't know one shares this belief with me. Well, probably someone does, but I still think it's broken just because like the move Land's Wrath is stupid. Like, that's the move, right? The one that hits ground types, whatever it is. That hits flying types with a ground move. It's a busted move. It's dumb. It has no place in the meta game. But yeah, Zygarde, you DD, and then you wall everything already because the defenses and typing are so good, and you just win. So there's definitely some stuff that I didn't touch upon that I can kind of go back to. Like Buzzwole is kind of good, I guess. Like things I think are bad, I guess I can go through. We'll start at the bottom. I have not given any of these things. I think Hippowdon's garbage in every single metagame it's available in. I think it's horrible. It's a stupid mon. It does nothing. It sits there. It gets up rocks and it dies. I used Hippowdon actually in SPL and it won, but it's still a shitty mon. Like I don't like it. Mimikyu, I think people hate on this thing a lot, but I actually kind of like it. I think it's okay. The SD Life Orb set hits like really strong, and it's just also like it gets the free sub, which is like a free pivot basically. I like it a lot. Muck, people thought Muck was gonna be sick in the beginning of the gen because it beat Lele and stuff, and now Muck is like not anywhere because it's actually not that good. Porygon Z, it's more of a gimmick if anything. Superior is actually cool. I saw a dude laddering with it, and he was being very successful with Superior. He had like a Superior, Zardwai, T-Tar, Tapu Fini type team, and Serp was actually doing a lot for him. Sharpedo Mega, yeah, I like this thing. I was using on Hyper Offense team I was given. It did a lot of work. It's just, yeah, you can't really switch in a crunch still. Haven't used Starmie, Suicune, or Volcanion yet. Toxapex, it's just gay. Tarak, haven't used it. Tango Slowbro, haven't used them. Pelipper, you know, Rain is really good. I should have touched on that. Rain is really good. Pelipper plus Kingdra plus stuff. Rain is tough to beat. Mantine, you know, again, another Pokemon I was gassing up as well. It didn't live up to the hype. It's like okay now. It's not that good. Kartana, that thing is okay. I don't really use it much. Dugtrio, it's just lame. It's because its attack is so high. It's just dumb on stall. Bisharp, I actually thought Bisharp would be really good now too, and it is. It's just Tapu Lele kind of fucks with it because it can't Sucker Punch. I haven't given Clef too many tries, but you know, it's good on stall. Chansey, you know, timeless classic. And yeah, Nihilego, this thing's weird. I use Scarf mainly, but you can use other sets. Scarf is probably my favorite though. Weavile's alright, T-Tar's alright. I've used both of them a little bit. And yeah, that's about it. Everything else I've used enough, or you've probably used enough because they're like the most common Pokemon. So this is only like 28 minutes, but you know, I just wanted to do kind of a video on this because it's the kind of content I enjoy making. Hope you guys enjoy. Drop a like if you did. Give me some ideas if you want to see videos like this in the future, or just like what you want to see on the channel in the future, because I'm gonna keep doing Showdown Lives, but Showdown Lives get boring. I understand that they're not just boring for people to watch, they're boring for me to just blindly make like every day, as opposed to like, you know, something else like this where it's like, you know, I'm putting a more like, I guess, passion in a sense into a video like this than I would playing ladder randoms. So, you know, let me know what you think of the video, if you want to see more of this in the future, or things like that, but like be specific what you want to see. Like I'm down to make anything. I just need to like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So again, hope you guys enjoyed. Later, y'all.